Hi guys, welcome to Ask Me Anything About Evernote number 22. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll stick them on the big long list and come to them in another video. Don't forget to subscribe, tamingthetrunk.com, tamingthetrunk.com. Also subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Right, first thing, I'm going to remember to do it today. Version. So 10.1.25. No, 10.125.4. Way too many numbers. That came out, oh God, yesterday, I think. So it's the 4th of February today. So I think this came out yesterday. So there you go. That's the version I am using. So, question today from Julie. I've heard you can add a note to a space and it won't be in a notebook. How do I do this? Also, how do I delete a space? Right, big question, that one. Been asked about 1,000 times. So yes, Evernote Spaces. Okay, so well, let's kind of do it. Spaces appear in the side menu here. I called them a few weeks ago a new level of hierarchy, but I don't think they are now. I think they're just like another visual way to display notes and notebooks. You can add notebooks to a space, remove notebooks to a space, add notes to a space, remove notes from a space, things like that. So let's do it. Let's do it by creating a new space, which we can kind of play with. So new space, what should we call it? Oh, I know what I'll call it. I'll call it happy. This is my happy space. And there we go. Okay, so many ways to fill a space. Notebook, move notebooks in, existing notebooks in, all sorts. But we're talking about notes. Okay, so right, so you can hit the create a note. If it's a blank space, then you can hit create a note, and it's put it, if we look at the breadcrumbs at the top here, put it happy space. So this is a note. So there we go, we got a note in a space. Now this note just lives in the space. It's not in a notebook, it's just in the space. So if we go back to our happy space, we can see that there's just a note there. But I think something they could do with this is something within the space to say add a note, because there isn't. You can't right click here or there or anywhere around here. If you right click that, if you right click the note, then you just get the normal note stuff and things like that appear. So a couple of ways to add a new note into an existing space. Hit the note button, and again comes in there. So this is another note. We can do that. Back to the happy space, and there we have our two notes. Again, those notes aren't inside a notebook, they're just in the space, just live in a space. We can also move notes from anywhere into a space. So for example, let's go into one of our notebooks here. Let's see, what have we got? Let's choose Bob Bobson. So current big project. Okay, so lots of ways to move. We can right click and we can move. We can click the name of the note at the top and the move menu appears. We can go to the right here and move. We can use Alt Shift M, Mac equivalent, to move. Lots of ways to move. The one I tend to use the most is doing that. I don't know why, just used to it. So kind of like move note to happy space, and then we go back to it, and current big project is in there. So that is how you add a note to a space, and the note is not in a notebook. If you want to kind of like get rid of it from here, then three-dot menu, move, and then you can just move it somewhere else, and that will move it out of the space again. So it's kind of fluid. Move notes in, move notes out whenever you want. The second question, which was about deleting a space. Now, deleting a space has only just arrived in the latest version, so make sure you are on that 10.125.4. And you'll be able to delete a space. I've not tried it yet, so this is going to be exciting. I'm going to create a new notebook. I'm going to call it What Happens to This Notebook. I don't know what happens to this notebook when it gets deleted. So there's a note. We're going to create a quick note in here. I'm a note, like so. Go back to our happy space. So we've got a notebook with a note in it. We've got 3 notes in it, and we're going to delete it and see exactly what happens. Oh, scary stuff. Don't try this at home, kids. So you can delete a space. How do we delete a space? Right, so you can right click on your space name and see delete space, or you can go top right hand corner and delete space. Now, when you click this, I have no idea what happens. This is going to be a space. Any notes and notebooks in the space will be moved to trash. This cannot be undone. Right, that's interesting. So if you delete a space, I suppose a little bit like if you delete anything else in Evernote, a notebook or something like that, it's going to move all the contents of the space into the trash, right? So if you want to keep the stuff in the space, move it out of the space first, right? To move a notebook out of the space, we go to the 3-dot menu, we go move. It's not very intuitive, but we go move, and then down the bottom left-hand corner, we can remove from space. Okay, and that'll shift it back into the back out of the space. Okay, so you save. Same with the note. You can right click, you can go to the 3-dot menu, you can move it, and then you can move that to another notebook before you delete it. So let's delete. Let's delete my happy space. Delete. Ooh, well, that's worked. So we have no happy space. In notebooks, let's have a look. Nope, that's all gone. And in my trash, I'm a note. This is another note. Yeah, current big project. All in there. All in the trash. So that is how you delete a space. And it's also what happens when you delete a space. Hopefully that has answered your questions. I'm enjoying spaces. I've got 3. It's not a lot, but I don't need a lot, to be fair. But I've got 3 at the moment. Particularly for the training sessions I run. It's really useful. Really, really useful. Other stuff, it's interesting at the moment. Still kind of pondering what to use it for. Let me know what you use spaces for in the comments. Let me know if you've got any questions as well in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Tamingthetrunk.com. Tamingthetrunk.com. Also subscribe on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching.